What's up, Dragon Brood? So today is kind of an interesting deal in Champ or Chump. Like, here's the thing: anybody who comes over and watches the streams over on Twitch, last week or the week before, actually I think it was last week, we played a deck that looked really odd and didn't seem like it did anything, and it seemed all uncoordinated. And then, lo and behold, when I saw the deck dump over on Magic.gg, I see the deck list. Somebody managed to go 6-0, 6 wins in a row, sometime between Platinum and Mythic with this thing. So you knew I had to feature it. So we're bringing it here. Hopefully it plays better than it did against me, and we'll find out what the deck's all about. But before that, please, if you haven't, consider liking this video. That'll help us get seen by more people. And even more importantly, if you hit that subscribe button, you'll really be helping me out, because we're getting so close to 10,000 subscribers by our deadline of February 1st. And we can see it. It's like I can see the vision, the light at the end of the tunnel. We're so close. But hit that button and help us out. Then after you do that, let's go take look at this 4-color party list, I guess. Okay, so this list isn't, I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there's a lot of weird numbers, lots of 2s and 3s of different things. It's kind of a Winota deck on top of being a party deck, which isn't that weird because we built some party decks that have Winota, and that makes a little bit of sense. But then it's got a lot of other things. So again, while we're going through this, be aware this is not my list. This is literally taken off the list from the site. And my goal is just to see, can it do decent enough that I could say, yeah, I could see how somebody could go 6-0. But going down the list, we have Archpriest of Iona. Not all that surprised by itself. You're playing a party style deck. Makes a lot of sense. A lot of times just going to be a 2-2 or a 3-2 attacking, and that's okay for 1 mana. Ghostly Pilfer, this one's kind of interesting. It can let you filter through cards. It can be unblockable. But it is a rogue, which helps the party mechanic, so why not? Nimble Trap Finder, also a rogue. If you get max party, you can have it set up where every time your stuff deals damage, you get to draw a card. That's pretty awesome. But otherwise, it's kind of just okay. It says it can't be blocked if you have another Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, Wizard enter the battlefield under control this turn. So you get an unblockable creature, which is kind of cool. But that's about all it's bringing to the table. Also, the other problem I have is a lot of these are 1 toughness creatures, so you don't even get good blocking scenarios, say, even against mono red, especially if they have, like, a Fervent Champ or whatever, so that's a little bit of a concern. Same thing here, another 2-1. It is a Cleric, so again, it helps the party mechanic. It's 2 mana. Cleric of Lifespawn. Now, this one kind of, I was scratching my head a little bit, because I was kind of like, okay, you need 2 different colored mana, plus it's a 2-2, but you can gain life and it can get bigger. And it's like, well, Archpriest of Iona is a Cleric. Null Priest of Oblivion's a Cleric. Alright, I guess so. There'll be some other Clerics in the list. Fine. Baron. This one's kind of weird. It almost feels like we're just trying to fill a quota and play a Wizard. But when it comes into play, you can return a target creature or Planeswalker, which does have some value. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent was put into your hand from the battlefield this turn, you get to draw a card. So if somebody were to bounce something on your turn, or for some reason you returned it something of your own, you can get draw a card. Probably not going to use that part of it very often. You're mostly just playing like a 3-mana 2-2 to bounce a thing. So slightly better than a Grizzly Bear, or a Grey Ogre, but that's cool. Nighthawk Scavenger, this one's fine, makes sense. I've played it in other party decks. Totally good with that. Tabarax, here's another Cleric. It does get bigger with each creature that dies, just if it happens to be a Cleric. You'll lose a life, draw a card. So it has some definite abilities there that it can help and be useful, but otherwise it's just a flying unblockable thing for the eventual Winota, I guess. Linvala, again, party, it's a wizard. You can sacrifice it, give stuff indestructible, or hexproof. But if you have a full party, you can also make something not attack or block. So that's kind of cool. Squad Commander makes some more 1/1s. They are core warriors, which does matter, because they're non-humans for the case of Winota, which is pretty sweet. And I will say this about Baron, by the way. I don't want to be, like, completely ignorant here, but, like, Baron being a human does matter because if you hit it with Winota, you can remove a blocker. I mean, it's not irrelevant, its ability. Then you have Winota, like we've talked about. Quality, 4 mana, 4/4, can be a game winner. Tazri, also a human, 4/6, can get other stuff out of your deck. So you love that, especially since we're playing all these other colors anyway. Coveted Prize. This lets you search your library for a card. It costs 1 less for each party member you have. So another way to kind of go fish out Winota if your board's already set up. Lands, we're kind of all over the place. We got 1 plains, 2 islands, 1 swamp, 4 bright climb pathway, which is black-white, 4 blue-black pathways, 4 blue-red pathways, Survive Triome, which is Mardu colors, red, black, white, Vrogran Triome, which is Jeskai colors, red, blue, white, and then we have Base Camp, which you can use to play all your creatures, which because all of these happen to be party members, you're good. Also weird, by the way, like, I don't know what Wizards was thinking here, but why does Base Camp come into play tapped? It's literally, like, there's just no reason. Like, you already have to restrict your deck to what you're trying to do. I mean, I guess maybe there's some world where I would build some hyper aggro Boros deck or something that's not a true party deck and just get the advantage of having a multicolor land. But, like, even if we did, is that, like, the worst thing? Like, how is that format breaking? Like, I don't know. Anyway, sidetrack. Let's just go hop into the arena and play some Magic. Oh, see, this is exactly what I was afraid was going to happen. We have an opener that's got 2 tap lands. We have to mulligan this. We can't even play anything on 2. We still, I mean, we can at least play something now. We'll tuck one of the Winotas, I guess. But yeah, there's so many lands that come into play tapped that you may not get to play anything even on your first 2 turns, because you only have the one mana creature. I don't think you really have anything else. Let's go with this. I mean, if the opponent's not gonna have it. Oh, they have it. Darn it. They always have it. Yep. Here comes a stomp. Guess I should have led with the Null Priest. Got greedy. Got what I deserve. Though, if we can get an untapped land now, this is going to go unblocked. Because they're not going to play more than 1 creature here. And then we could Winota through and see what happens. So maybe. Oh, it too is not going to live. So sad. So very sad. Alright, we'll just play this. I mean, this is weird because we don't really want to bounce anything for that matter. I was going to say, or that. But that we can bounce. I'm okay with that. I mean, this would get through unblocked anyway. I'm just doing this to tie up the opponent's mana and their board a little bit. They also could have had like some Embercleave shenanigans or whatever. So we set that back a turn. What do we want to do here now? Because this is a real thing. So we have Rogue, Wizard, Cleric. So if we play this, this actually gets reduced by 1. So we could go search for something else, but I'm not sure what we do with it. And unfortunately, we have all the humans, so playing Winota doesn't do anything here, which is super sad. This is now unblockable, so that's good. Oh wait, will we have a full party if we played Winota next turn? Alright, we'll get some cards, I guess. That's a thing. Let's attack with just this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on blue. I'm not sure what we're gonna go get. Search your library. Oh, for a card, actually. If you have portal, you can cast a spell or convert a mass 4 or less. Okay, so I missed the 4 or less part. Then let's get... what's the best thing we can get? I think it's probably... Linvala? But, I don't have a full party, obviously. But it's like the best thing we could probably get there. Garrick's Uprising. Oh, that's cute. I guess our party is going to be getting reduced because we're going to likely block that with the Archpriest of Iona unless they kill it. I mean, yeah, well, I mean, we're in the market to block. Why not? I mean, if they kill our Baron or something in response, they get a lot of value, but not a lot we can do about it. Okay, so they're just going to kill the Trap Finder. Ooh, they drew all of them. Nothing we could really do, though. Sure. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And that does not help our cause much. The only benefit here is that Linvala flies. So if we play Winota, it's going to get through Connect once, and hopefully we find something good. Alright, Great Hinge. That's actually one of the less scarier things the opponent could do here. Downside is they are going to get to find a creature if they choose to attack, because we're not going to block. Yeah. No blocks. We're going to let them get 4 cards, which is dangerous, but it is what it is. I mean, if they have the cleaves and whatnot, we'll just have to take our beating. Man, the opponent drawing 3 Bonecrusher Giants, though. That's rough. Oh, and they had a ram through. Gosh, dang it. I mean, if they just draw it all, they draw it all. There's just nothing you can do, you know? In those scenarios, you just got to take it. Yeah, attack with Baron. Go ahead and play Tazri. Sweet animation, by the way. I'm not sure how we get out of this from here. I mean, they have a lot of mana. And all these humans don't work with Winota. We didn't get the non-human sides. Alright. So that's reasonable. Tazri gets to hold the fort a little bit. Unfortunately, opponent gets a pile of cards. Crackett's still going to play something else? Ugh. Yeah, I think we're just going to be too far behind here. Don't know if we have a breakthrough. Because we're not playing any spot removal. I mean, it's all creatures. I mean, the only good news is that they've played a lot of removal already. Not sure how we get out of trouble here, though. I mean, I guess we just pass. I'm seriously just like, I don't know what to even do here. I think we're just dead. I think we have no outs, honestly. Unless the opponent... I don't know how the opponent's hand could be solid bricks. Because bare minimum, they can just play a Bonecrusher Giant, draw 3 cards, and find what they need. Okay, cool. We're not going to win that. I just realized that might have been my list. You know, do you sometimes ever get the feeling your opponent might be beating you with the list you put out into the world? That's a weird feeling. Ugh, this is not great. I think this is what we're going to do, because otherwise we don't really have a way to play anything turn 2 regardless. This gives us the option, if we draw something that's 2 mana and we feel it's worth playing, we can. If not, we just play the Archpriest, play a base camp, and pass. Man, these base camps coming in to play tapped are just so rough. I mean, I guess if I'd anticipated drawing a base camp, I could have played one of those. Turn 1. So turn 3, we'd be able to play a Nighthawk. But I don't even know if that's worthwhile. So we'll see. We'll see how this works out. I mean, currently we can sneak this through a Drown in the Lock. Oh, they don't have a Drown in the Lock, so look at that. Alright, Blood Chief's Thirst. I actually don't mind that. If there's going to be a thing to get hit, I would rather it be that than so many other things that we could be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and load this up. If the opponent chooses to spend a turn dealing with that, I think we're okay with it. Alright, they did find blue mana. Dirty Secret, I will block Thieves Guild Enforcer, in case anyone was wondering. Like, I'm totally okay with that play. Let's see if this resolves first. Oh, wait, we can't play it yet till next turn. Duh. I have to play this one first. 3 cards in yard. They could put 4/5. Kill a thing. Be 6. Yeah, we're still blocking a Thieves Guild Enforcer. I mean, Dirty Secret, you attack, we're blocking. Just saying. In case you were wondering. That is a thing we are totally willing to do. Let's start here. Because they don't know we have 2 of them, so we'll let them go ahead and play the first one. Also, if all they have is, like, Jurari's Disruption, we'd have been okay with that. Let's try this. Because right now, it looks like they're trying to get a Soaring Thought Thief into play. So if that's the case, we will attack with Linvala. I don't think we need to attack with Torbran because it doesn't flink yet. And it's better off being a blocker here. Alright, here comes a Thought Thief, I'm assuming. Because if you didn't have a counter and you didn't kill a creature, like I was going to say, you got to have something there. Alright, we'll pass. We didn't lose anything I really want to see. This randomly, a Pilferer would be nice, but it's not the end of the world. I think the play here might be trying to get the opponent to spend mana on something or kill something so we get access to Winota when we draw it. Alright, so... Oh, there goes, it was the top card! That would have been so good. Man, that sucks. That would have been a sicko Winota hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the next thing they kill... Alright, so if we attack, we assume we'll lose something, and then Tabarax dies as part of beats. Though we could sacrifice Linvala, which wouldn't be bad. If they do, it means Nighthawk's going to become at least a 3, which feels acceptable. I mean, I'm just accepting I'm going to be sacrificing Linvala here. Though the opponent could do something where they, like, Thought Thief, Wind Robber, block Tabarax, take the rest. Oh, really? This is all we're doing. Alright. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, did not see that coming. Is this where we play the kill card? No? Still nothing? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused here. Not 100% certain of what's going down. But feels like the opponent's in a little bit more trouble now. I mean, a second Thought Thief is nice for them. Cling to Dust, okay, removes a thing. Makes our Nighthawk smaller. Oh, no, but they exchanged it with a Cling to Dust, so never mind. that didn't do anything. Yeah, I guess all we had is creatures. They would have just gained life. They wouldn't really have gotten a card. I'm just holding this because opponent doesn't know what we have. It's allowing us to kind of play around a couple of things. If for some reason we get the rogue that needs to be unblockable later, have a card to discard. Just a few random scenarios that I'm holding, but nothing significant. Also, randomly, if we draw like a Null Priest of Oblivion, they could kill something during our attack step, and then we can get a creature back without them really preparing for it. So I don't know. If we play Winota, they counter it, obviously, because they have to counter something by now. Then they'll get... These will be pumped up. but that only blocks the Null Priest. Then we could attack with just Nighthawks and still trade and Lenvala. So that's not the worst thing. Or we could attack first, let them try to get shady, and then do something else. Oh man, I really want to try for this Winota, like really. But if the opponents, well, even if they do, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm game. Let's do this, just in case. I'm assuming it's gonna get countered, right? It's gotta. Oh, it didn't. What? What? Okay then. You can't block Soaring Thought Thief. That's got to be it, right? Because now Winota's protected with Lenvala. So there's literally nothing the opponent can do here. Oh my goodness. This is all of everything. This is all we ever wanted. Tazri. Not another Tazri. That'd be silly. Baron? Sure, we'll bounce this. You can't even block with that. And nothing on the last one, but I think we're good. I guess we'll keep it. We have a bunch of 2-mana things, and we just have to decide if we want to be playing black cards or blue cards here. That's really the difference in this hand. I think it's going to be black cards, so this has to come in on white. And not much more to it than that. Alright, Cobra. Ooh, if this is a landfall deck, this could hurt quite a bit. So we're going to play this. Hopefully they don't have like a ram through or something. They could just as well have Apparition, which wouldn't be unreal. Okay, Cobra into white. Yep, here comes an Apparition. Oh no, white and black. Oh, for a casket. Alright, same difference. It's a removal card. Fair enough, we'll take 2. Unfortunately, we found nothing else to go with. Do you happen to be out of mana with just really expensive things in hand, opponent? Doesn't appear to be the case. Wow, we needed a land desperately that last turn. Yeah, that Green Warden I think is gonna make the rest of this go real quick like. Not blocking. Tell you that much. Okay, so we can pump this by playing a Cleric. Which of course now we drew a Swamp. But had I gone blue, we'd have been in a different situation. But we're not, so here we go. Maybe we get lucky and... Well, no, they know we have Death Touch, so we're not going to get to kill a Green Warden. Alright, opponent, you've got all the mana in the world. You know what's funny? I see Green Warden in lists, and I've never once been able to get Green Warden to work. Like, it's been... Like, I've tried so many things, and it just never works out for us. Here, yeah, say opponent, just attack. Yeah, no blocks. We'll take our 5sies. Oh, that is super unfortunate. Wow. That sucks. That is super disappointing. And we're so far away from casting that, too. Yeah, I don't see how, like, again, the mana has just tripped us up. Even if we'd have kept that at blue, we really only open a small subset of more answers than we have now, honestly. So I think we just do that. It'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll gain 4, so we go to 1. End up at 5. And still have to deal with multiple creatures next turn. Yeah, I think we're just dead. pretty certain. I can't imagine. Well, yeah, that's just bonus at this point. Yeah, we can go to 6, block 2 things, and then that's it. I mean, I guess we could do this and block a thing. So, I mean, we buy a turn. I don't know what it does. but it's not dead, I guess. Yeah, no attacks because we have to block. I mean, the opponent's best interest is just attack with the angel. Don't do anything else. Force us to deal with that. Because otherwise, we just die in 2 turns. Well, not true. I guess we could buy a turn because we can attack with the Null Priest unblocked. Yeah, I mean, this all makes sense. Alright, we'll go to 5. Root Grazer, sure. And this doesn't help. Alright, GG's. Oh boy, what do we do with this? I mean, we keep this, obviously, but it's also a weird hand. I have a feeling we're just going to have a lot of creatures dying along the way here. Okay, well, let's start with... Do we want a Null Priest? Let's go here. Don't know what they're going to play yet. We at least get an unblockable attacker, probably. That seems reasonable. Probably dies anyway, and if so, I'd rather that die than, you know, some of this other lovely stuff. I mean, if they're patient and wait, unless they want to use a Blood Chief's Thirst, I'm going to say, if they're just patient, they'll get to kill some of these other things. No need for them to be in a hurry. There's a chance they might still try to flash in a Soaring Thought Thief here. Sure. No Thought Thief, though. Okay. Well, that would have been a fairly safe attack anyway. I would have traded that for a Thieves Guild Enforcer for sure. I guess this means they have a second Rankle. Is what that feels like. Which, you know, if so, so be it. I'm willing to be on the receiving end of that. Okay. Well, attack for our 1. Or our 2, I guess. Well, I guess if they play another Rankle here, we'll block another Rankle. Since that's all we can do. So we got Wizard, Rogue, we have Cleric, we have Warrior. So if we get another white, we could have the full team, potentially, if there's no Rankle in our future. Which looks like there's not, so hopefully... Yeah, they gotta have a counter by now, though. Oh, maybe not. They're just rolling Thought Thief out there, okay. This is a thing. Sure. I am okay with this. Alright, let's draw an untapped white source. Come on. Be there. Oh, it's not. It is so not. Ugh, that sucks. So I can do... Oh, no, that's not true. I can still do Cleric and Warrior. I have other combination we could do. Okay. So then I need this to be... I guess I feel like either way I do this, I'm going to draw the wrong color next turn. Alright. Probably better to hold that, though, considering how much stuff they flipped into our yard. Probably be a cheap way for us to get a Winota back in the right situations. Question is, do we attack? I mean, we're attacking with at least... Oh, we get to make something not block too, though. Because we have Linvala's ability. Oh, now we get to draw cards. This is a thing. They chose not to block. Alright. I'm okay with this. Man, opponent tap down, flip a Winota for us. That's a lot to ask. But they might do it. They might. They might consider it. Whoa, y'all are just gonna attack with all this on the table and me drawing cards? Okay. Okay, they're leaving one back. I was just like, wait a minute. Things were about to get real. I'm at 34 cards. Drawing cards is not necessarily the best thing here, but it's not the worst thing either. Alright, gonna Zera Sand. That makes a lot of sense. I actually don't hate that. They could Baron up, I guess. Which would be a little annoying. Oh, okay, they're gonna get that. That makes sense. You get to mill some cards. Ooh, come on. Put a Winota in the yard for us. Gah! How have you missed? How have you missed? I'm not asking for a ton. Try again. Please. Do it. Ugh! How are they just missing? They're so bricking. How is this possible? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we can at least go get a Winota here. That's a start. How do we cast this and still be able to do things? We could play a Null Priest. Alright, so let's do this. Oh, how many Barons are left? That's a real question. 2, so there's only 1 left? Eesh. Eesh. Oh no, this is our library. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, we're gonna get Winota. We're gonna cast... Oh, I didn't realize that. We get to put this into play for free. That could have changed my math a little bit. Well, we'll just put the Winota for free. What else? That's the one we want to cast anyway. What do we have in the yard? We do have 1 Baron in the yard, 2 in the deck. Those are relevant numbers. Do we want to... Well, let's attack and see what happens. We'll make you not block. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can do here. So let's attack. Just double checking things, but yeah, I think we want to attack. Oof, decline. We did find one, okay. So that helps. Now it's a matter of what do we want to get out of the way? Do we want to get our own... we can't cast it because that's a River Glide pathway. If we get the Thought Thief out of the way, they can block 2 things, or the Enforcer, they can block 2 things. Alright. This is what we're going to do. I know it already can't block. I should probably be getting more things out of the way, but we do have the ability to play... Oh, we still can only cast 1 thing because we don't have another black mana open. That sucks. Alright. Question is, do you want to give everything indestructible and try it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what we draw here. We do get some life out of that. There's a white mana. That helps. That was a big draw. Believe it or not, that was a big draw. Because that allows us to cast 2 things here. Which was the big kicker, really. We needed a white or a black land. Either one. But this will do. Actually, whoa, cancel that. Let's just play this. We'll save the Null Priest in case for some reason we need to get back like Linvala or something. Oh, randomly, because we bounced the thing that returned a card to our hand, we get to draw a card. That's so good. All right. What do I think about this after playing those games? This, I'm going to have to say reluctantly, Champ. And I say that very reluctantly because this deck, I could see how it could get lucky and go 6 wins in a row. I'm not now, would I recommend playing it to try to go 6 wins in a row? No. But could you go realistically like 4-2 with some regularity? Like probably, you know, bare minimum 3-3. So yeah, sure. My only gripe about the deck, really, I guess I have 2. The first is that you're playing so many tapped lands, right? So there's so many times where like your first couple of turns don't work out right, and you have all the stuff that needs like all these different colors, some stuff that needs like double blue and double black. And it feels like the blue mostly got brought to the table for the ability to play Linvala and to be able to play Baron. The others can be almost anything most of the time, and it doesn't matter greatly. So I don't know if the blue really brings anything to the table. I think we've done versions previously on the channel that were just like Mardu, and it was totally fine. Like, you could do that and get away with it, be great. There's probably even ways you could do it with just black and white and splash the red strictly for Winota. That's probably doable. There's maybe even some other versions you could do with Esper and no Winota, but I think trying to play all those different lands and make everything work actually creates a small bit of a, I don't know, glut on different turns with just lands coming in tapped that slow you down. In the wrong matchups, that's pretty bad. But overall, the deck does have power, and it did assemble party a couple times where it mattered, where we got to draw extra cards, got to make something not blocked. Like, yeah, you know, maybe if nothing else, this is a good basis going into Kaldheim where we can get some changelings that'll fill some of those gaps maybe that the blue cards were doing and still let this deck do mostly what it wants to do. But we still have more of that set to be revealed. By the way, if you haven't, check out my reviews that I'm doing because, you know, I'm putting them up every day. As for our card spotlight, we're going to talk about Zacama. Yeah, this big crazy card from Rivals of Ixalan. Big dumb dinosaur. Like, really, I don't even really care. Like, I'm just setting aside what Zacama actually does. What I want to talk about is just those big oversized dinosaurs. Like, those actually still sell and trade fairly well. I don't know if it's just they're popular in Commander or what, but they're almost always on buy list. I sell a fair amount of them on Cardsphere. Like, it still happens. So people are looking for these. And a lot of times you can find these in people's bulk, because if they were any type of, we'll call them rational competitive player, they just toss these aside and they end up in a pile with everything else. So yeah, the big dumb dinosaurs from Rivals of Ixalan, you know, I'm talking about like the 6, 7, 9 cost ones, like those, you know, Zatalpa I think was one, you know, whatever, you know the ones I'm talking about, like those, go ahead and pick them out. You'd be surprised how much you find those in bulk, and that's easy profits. There you go. Also, remember, if you want this deck list, it'll be down in the description below, along with links to our Discord, our Twitter. If you want to come follow me over on Twitch, visit my sponsors, Ultra Pro and Cardsphere, or just buy a piece of merchandise. I have sweet shirts, stickers, mats, all kinds of stuff over there if you want to check it out. Pick up something, help me out. Also, remember, if you shop on TCGPlayer or Amazon using one of the links below, even if you don't buy the item that's linked, as long as you shop within 24 hours, I'll get a small kickback. And finally, if you haven't, please consider liking the video, because I go through this effort so you find out if these decks are even worth playing when you see the deck list, so you don't have to spend your resources on it. The other thing is, you can hit that subscribe button and help me out, because we're just short of 10,000 subscribers. And I got to get that done in the next 18 days. So please, help me out. Hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.